Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's officially the entertainment news. And first up on the entertainment news, Brimo reacts to reports that he asked Simi for sex. Nigerian musician Brimo has denied claims that he asked fellow singer Simi for sex in exchange for a musical collaboration. During an interview with media personality Chude Jidonwo, he was asked about the controversy surrounding the reports. He asked, and I quote, "You came out on Twitter and on TV to say that you wanted to create art with Simi and you asked to sleep with her first." End quote. To which he interjected, he said, and I quote, "I didn't want to create art with her." He revealed that Adekunle was the one who came to him for a collaboration first before Simi, and it was after he turned her request down that she made the collaborative album with rapper Favs. Brimo said, and I quote, "Adekunle Gold came to me. Those two wanted to get married and then they took a break to hustle separately, and then Adekunle Gold came to me and said that we should create an album together, and I said no. Simi also came to me and I said no. Then suddenly she did an album with Favs. The reports that came in that Simi and Favs were dating, Simi and Favs, nobody even knew that Simi and Adekunle Gold had stuff going on during that period. So I came back to gist everyone about what happened. Then they started accusing me of asking Simi for sex in exchange for a collab. Nigerians are sick people. That's dark. They came to me first of all, it didn't happen second of all, and then I came to tell everyone what happened later. That's it." End quote. Brimo's recollection of this event is quite contradictory to his confession last year, where he stated that he used to offer intimacy to female musicians he collaborated with, Simi included. His tweet read, and I quote, "Through AG, though AG reached out later, I like to think that he didn't check in again by will or fate because I turned down the same request many years before. I also did the same thing with Simi, saying I wanted to get intimate to create intensity. I didn't know they were together, of course." End quote. During the interview, Brimo also said that Two-Face, Burna Boy, and Davido threatened to assault him, stating that Burna Boy had assaulted artists in the past, and so nobody should tell him anything. Oof.
Okay, that was a mouthful. I don't even know where to start to enter this particular one. So is it that, number one, Brimo, why would you say that Nigerians are sick? Are you now putting everybody together and saying that everybody is sick in Nigeria? I don't understand that. So, I mean, that one, I'm offended. You can't say that all Nigerians are sick. Okay, that one, let's put it aside. But secondly, the statement that he said, that it's, it was clearing the air with Chude, saying that he did not say that he wanted to get intimate with Simi. Was it that there was no punctuation marks or, that people could not read well what he actually really meant by, what he or said. was it that people, he felt that people, or he was insinuating that, or people are the ones insinuating that and saying that, so if somebody comes to you that they want to work with you and you say no, you have a right to say no if you don't want to. And, I mean...
So, to be honest, I didn't get anything out of what he said.
Because get...
In his statement with Chude, I didn't get anything, to be honest. It felt like he was just going in circles. Right. That being said...
Would that be intentional? Like, I'm just going to say a lot of things and you're not going to pick anything from it.
So, I'm afraid to say this, right? But, there's a thin line between ingenuity and insanity, right? Because when you think that you're so intelligent, sometimes you don't even know when you flip over and you're speaking gibberish.
So you're not making sense.
You're not making sense.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're not making sense because that didn't make sense, to be honest, right? And then if you listen, what's the thing? Why is everybody coming for Simi and Adekunle Gold all of a sudden?
Yes, like recently it's been back to back,
It's been Sam Clef. Now well, this one has always happened with Brimo. Brimo came out last year to say this. What's happening? What's happening in the industry that we did not know about? And
or are they just obsessed the way a lot of people are obsessed with Davido? Or about Davido, and are they the air that people are breathing or something of that sort?
Or would you say it's jealousy about the fact that they are a power couple?
I
would
wouldn't,
be the issue?
I don't even understand. But one thing I just know is that I love Brimo's craft. I love Brimo's craft. Any other thing, I don't know how he thinks, how he behaves, because there are so many people that, I mean, I would say that I might not particularly like how they behave, like their personality, but are they doing the job? That is because it's not like I have a one-on-one with them that I have to deal with them. But are you giving me something good with what you're doing? That's okay. I really don't want to care about how you behave or...
In all of this, it just makes me reaffirm the statement where they say, don't get to know your superstars, your role models.
So let me tell
love
you.
them from afar.
So let me tell you something. I know somebody who would run away from meeting somebody they really, really like. The person
you don't
says
want
that
to be disappointed.
I don't want to be disappointed. I just want to continue to love that person from afar.
Yeah.
I've seen that person before and I felt it was weird. But right now I understand why the person does that.
Yeah.
All right, now let's go on this break and we'll be back to take the remainder of the entertainment news and continue the show. Stay here with us.
Let's go.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. All right, it's still the entertainment news. So we continue. Censors Board issues warning to Nollywood filmmakers. The National Films and Video Censors Board, NFVCB, has stressed the need for filmmakers to show responsibility in carrying out their duties, warning them not to glorify smoking and crime in films. This was made known by the Executive Director, CEO of the Censors Board, Dr. Jaypaul, at a stakeholders meeting held at the NFVCB Lagos Zonal Office in Ikoyi, Lagos. The meeting brought together key stakeholders in the Nigerian film industry to discuss ways to enhance the sector's growth and development. While speaking about the need for precise data in relation to classification and censorship of films and content produced by skit makers and producers, the director also spoke about plans to ensure that the motion picture sector in Nigeria was smoke-free. He told practitioners and stakeholders to ensure minimal use of tobacco to mark the World Tobacco Free Day in Nigeria. He noted that if filmmakers were responsible enough to avoid contravening the laws, the NFVCB had no reason to enforce any law, because dragging a stakeholder to court would not aid the outlined objectives of the agency. He further cautioned on content that glamorize crime, ritual killings, or things that gave the country bad names intentionally, saying there will be enforcement on such because we frown at these things. The NFVCB boss also announced plans to embark on a nationwide media literacy. He said, we will ensure that we carry out media literacy to educate young minds being corrupted daily about the things that they can view or avoid on social media. It is also to educate our parents and teachers on what they can do to protect the average child, what they watch and see register in their minds. And as a parent, you have a responsibility. Interesting stuff. I'm so interested in this.
What are your thoughts?
Wow, my thoughts exactly. I'm sure that we're not ready in this part of the country. Because people are going to be creative. I understand that thing that you do not want to corrupt children, and that is why there is age restrictions when it comes to content. There are contents that parents and teachers should actually help children not to see, but to say that they shouldn't produce this content at all, because how is it that we want to be on the world-class level, we want to have that sort of standard, and we're saying to people that are creatives that, oh, you know what, don't do this certain thing. How do you now tell the world that these things actually exist? Now, I'm going to say this. I think here in Nigeria, a lot of people project their personalities on others, and I would explain. I think that there are people that are not supposed to be in certain positions or sectors or stuff. So you can be like, okay, in your church, or you go to a certain church and they say, don't put on earrings, and then you see other people wearing earrings, and then you just feel like, why? Why are they putting on earrings? Why is that person dressing like that? Why are they... Okay, maybe things that you just keep in your house and say to your wife and children and say, oh, I'm sure that you're not going out like that. But then you see other people somebody who is an adult and then they go out like that, and because you personally frown at that thing, I just think that it's something that we do here in Nigeria a lot.
So I needed to hear your thoughts first because I wanted to know if we were on the same wavelength. And we are actually, because creativity cannot be boxed. You can't, because if you want to tell a story where drug dealers, for instance, or you want to tell a story of crime, you have to depict the crime. You have to act it out for people to see the reality of it. It can't be fake. You cannot fake it. Then that means you're truly not showing the picture that you want to show. So you can't be restricted. And filmmakers, in making these movies, they put out disclaimers. There are disclaimers either before the movie or warnings after the movie. These acts are just for film.
So if you have been warned and you know that you don't even, you know, you're not supposed to see such movies, then you're not supposed to see such movies. Exactly my point.
And right now, we're not even making movie just for us anymore. We're making movie for the world. We're on international platforms. Are we going to go to Netflix and say, oh, we want to shut down these movies on Netflix? Or we want to go to, you know, streaming platforms worldwide and say you want to shut it down? Actually, or you want to go to film festivals around the world, because now we're going to film festivals around the world, and you want to shut down movies because you think they should not be showing crime or they should not show the reality of the society. I still rhymes there, but yeah, it's just...
It's just so baffling. It's so baffling. Like maybe you're in, or you take up a position in entertainment, and then you say, why is this person wearing this? Really? Really?
And we're not ready.
We're not ready.
It's just truth. We're still...
Yes.
We're still in the past.
I am telling you, we're not ready.
It's okay.
Okay, guys. That's all we can say on this. Let's check out what went down at the premiere of Tiwa Savage's film Water and Gary, after which we will be back with Socialville. Stay here with us.
Welcome to Socialville, where we'll be diving into the world of social media, which is loaded with every kind of wheat and nastiness you can imagine. My lady, are you ready?
Of course I am. Let's do it.
All right, let's see how crazy. But by the way, let's apologize for not finishing the premiere of Water and Gary. We'll be finishing it after Social View. So yeah, stay tuned for that. All right, let's get right into it. Bunde on Twitter says, collect salary, then ignore it for at least a whole week. Bonsina now replies, he says, ignore as in when conductor asks me for money, I should tell him I'm not in talking terms with my salary.
Interesting. But you know, it would be very good if people can do this. But the thing again is that a lot of people spend their salary even before they get their salary. So you have bills to pay that are waiting, and then you're saying ignore.
Before salary comes, it has finished already.
How?
It's gone. How? It's gone. Not in our time and economy. It's gone. All right, so next one, it says, if I said I love you, will you say it back? It's a conversation, and the person replies, yes. And he says, I love you. And he replies, it back.
So what I do in that situation is, number one, I am not even afraid to say I love you to people.
You're not?
I'm not talking about the romantic love. So I've got a lot of love for people. So I can say much love, lot of love, and all that. Like sometimes I randomly just post a picture and I'm saying that I'm sending everybody lot of love. And the reason I do that, because I know that people are going through a lot. Like they can just need that at that point. Or you see somebody and then you just give them a hug. I'm not talking about the LOL, because LOL to me means laughing out loud. It does not mean lot of love. So, but when I'm now in a tight corner, somebody is now maybe asking me out or maybe interested, and I'm not feeling the person is now saying stuff like, I love you, or just thank you.
Honeypot, I love you.
You know that's me, I love you. So
I was waiting for much love.
No.
Lots of love.
No, you know I can't do that to you. But I don't know whether I can do that to OJ. I actually love OJ, only that OJ is
No, OJ's love is not love, it's law.
No, so number one, no, I don't even buy that. That's silly boy. And again, you know that one, he does not know how to accept, but we must teach him and inject love into his life so that he will be...
How are you going to do that?
Oh. You know that me, I can OJ does not like my God. Do you know that there was a day There was one day like that I dealt with Oje on this show. He didn't know I was coming behind him. Got to the door and said, I'm stressed.
He shouted.
I was laughing. He said, oh, I'm stressed. So I stress him constantly.
You're the one not making him grow. You're the
Oh
one.
my
You're the
God.
one.
I thought you were the good person.
No, it's fine. Keep stressing him. Next up, there's another one says, can I jackpot from Nigeria with 200K? Say Cotonou is your plug.
Even, do you think that you can actually go to Cotonou with 200K safe?
Well, to be
Because
honest,
you can't even go to... Do you know how much they travel by bus to like Abuja these days? It's expensive, oh.
to be honest, I mean,
Like
flying,
to Abuja these days, to maybe Edo States, all it is expensive. Like people who go by, and then you're not talking about you want to even fly to certain states in Nigeria. Not to talk about you're going to Cotonou. When you go there, when you jackpot, where are you going to stay there?
Yeah, but I mean,
You want to spend 200? What's our?
honestly, Cotonou has been cheaper recently, especially
Really?
flying. If before,
No. I'm
before-
talking no, I'm not talking about flights from Cotonou to other places.
Oh, okay,
though.
okay.
I am talking about you want to jackpot to Cotonou,
Okay,
and then you're
okay.
holding 200K. How are you going to survive?
you just get to the border. That's all.
Ha.
Just get to the border. The rest will be taken care of. Next up, and it says, I still don't know why you people want to see people's partners so bad. Your own loss.
Yes. What is that beboru about? That somebody will just tease you people, or maybe the person is not even minding you. The person just put up a picture and the face of the fiance or something is not showing, or the boyfriend, and then you're crying. You don't want to show the face. I've been a person husband. Your own loss.
See, oh, I was saying
If
this
anybody
thing.
tries that thing with me,
I was saying this thing, but you have already exposed my face. So, I was saying this thing. I
so
said,
that everybody will know. I don't take nonsense.
it's okay, it's fine. So I was saying it that, you know, when Sharon Oja got married and she didn't
that's
put her
right.
partner's face online,
That's right.
everybody was saying this same thing that you said. Then what father came
Yeah,
and
she did the same
exposed-
thing before. No, she even did the same thing before
Yeah.
she now experienced it, and people are already talking. So I think it's a thing. So people online have a way of trying to provoke people, or they think that they are the owners of your life. So anything they want, they can say to you. They want.
No words. Next up, Nigerian men are actually more stingy than Ghanaians. I reply, you must have begged across countries to figure this out.
I'm
I
telling
celebrate you.
I am telling
Because how
you.
do you know?
I am telling you. You are an expert.
Because I hear when, you know, Kenyan girls and the rest, they talk about Nigerian men being the best, you know.
That's right. That's right.
They must have...
So is this even coming from a Nigerian saying that they're stingy? Perhaps it's not even coming from a Nigerian.
No, this one is a Nigerian girl that say this.
Okay, maybe it's sometimes...
Nigerian girls actually don't like Nigerian men.
You know that they say that a prophet is not honored
Recognized in his own town. But we're accepted worldwide. Ask OJ.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, ladies.
Can you tell me some of the qualities or the characteristics of what you people possess
We?
that makes it acceptable to...
Nigerian men are in touch with their romanticism.
Okay.
We are very romantic. We care. We can cook. We can take care of women. We spoil you everywhere. Shop in and out. We are good.
That was the only place I was waiting for. That in...
Counter it. No, say it's not true. Say it. Say it and I will just... It's over between us here.
No, I love you, Big J. Anytime, any day.
And it's a wrap on social media. Coming up next, our guest will be joining us, but let's continue with the premiere of Water and Gary by
Next ever.
On Your Wedding Day. That was the watch party with the premiere for Water and Gary.
Gary, make
Hi,
Eba.
Tiwa.
For your wedding day.
Actually, she wrote that in one of her captions.
Oh, really? But you know, it's a line in Nigeria.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
interesting. So listening to what people had to say, it actually contradicts the reviews that I've been seeing online, you know, because, you know...
Well, I mean, shout out to Twitter, X.
Yeah.
Shout out to Daniel Rega, all of them. They are
Oh,
sports
really?
resources for us because their reviews are just.
So if you're going by Daniel Rega, I could say that Daniel Rega can be very, very funny. But there is Tito, is on YouTube. I've forgotten the rest of his name, but I know that he reviews movies and I trust him to a certain extent. So he's not that person who comes and brings.
So what was his review?
I've not even watched it, but I've not watched his review, but I saw his thumbnail. It just said it's not made for Nigeria. So, and plus all the other reviews. So I saw the review of Jaypaul's manager who says, she says that she's very stubborn, that she's like goat. And when I say goat, it's like the Alake goat, somebody that does not hear word, that gets coconut head, but no, they hear word. People have told her, you know, going by the reviews. But she still went on to watch it. She now said, nah. Tiwa Savage, please continue to give us the vocals and continue to be the very sexy baddie that you are. And I'm like, okay, what is this all about? But I think that I will try to say it. But then before,
I love Tiwa. I love Tiwa. I love her art. But you know, like I can't get the reviews out of my head. So I saw on X somebody where she said, because Tiwa said that she conceived this idea when she was drunk.
Okay.
And someone else said, we can't tell.
He explains it if it's going to go with reviews that people have been given, but it's okay, it's okay. Let's move on.
I don't have a problem with the movie. It's just the actor that was the lead actor and kissing Tiwa anyhow. I don't like that. Anyways, we're moving on, and you know we've always got your back with everything movie related on Tuesday. So if you're heading to the movies this week, keep it glued because it is time for Movies at the Movies. And in Hollywood, home and away, the daughter of a late billionaire got a letter to return home to claim her inheritance. She met the shock of her life when she found out who the fiancé of her brother is. Actors include Brother Shaggy, Mr. Funny, aka Sabinos, Bimbo Ademoye, Ike Ogbonna, Gregory Ojefwa, Sophie Alakija, amongst others.
Enjoyment is my AK.
Let's just claim our inheritance.
All right, moving on. In Hollywood, that is the Fall Guy. Yes. Colt Sivers is a stuntman who left the business a year earlier to focus on both his physical and mental health. He's drafted back into service when the star of a mega-budget studio movie, which is being directed by his ex, goes missing. Actors include Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Anna Weddingham, Teresa Palmer, Wilson Dake, amongst others.
Definitely gonna go back now and
watch it.
Because I started it and I didn't finish it. I just went halfway through. All right. And next up is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Well, I mean, we cannot take that because I think time is off.
Yeah.
So we have to go now. I'm sorry, guys. So next time when we come, we're going to give you
raise
all
their hopes and then you just win.
I'm sorry.
Why?
I'm sorry. We love you too.
Thank you so much, guys, for being a part of the show today. It's been so wonderful doing this with my Mr. Flames.
Thank you so much. We love you.
You cannot say it's been nice doing it with me too.
It's been nice doing it with Mrs. Flames too. Sorry. Calm down,
You
Charlie.
will not have lunch.
Charlie, calm down.
You're not.
All right, guys. Have a beautiful day and see you tomorrow. Cheers.